Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, we helped Brasidas retrieve his shield in the previous episode, but apparently that's not all we need to do to get him into Elysium. So, let's go and meet with him and find out what else we have to do. Okay, it seems that this is the forest of Oasis. There's a lot of hanged people on the trees.
Here's the forest. Now what?
Hades told us the dead would point the way.
Well, I mean, there's quite a few dead people. Hades did mention that this is like a place for people who committed suicide, so is that why there's so many hanged people? Oh, and now we have some Hades dogs over here. Alright. So I completely wasted that power. These dogs are kinda annoying anyway. Alright. You're not done with yours. Let me help you. There we go. But at least I can collect a lot of soft leather this way.
Dead, but not pointing anywhere.
I don't know, can you help me maybe, dead person? He can. It's very creepy, but he can. Thank you a lot. Okay, so guess we gotta climb up here. Okay, it's another exploration area. Do we have another dead person to help us? Great.
Brasidas.
Who was that? Someone is calling your name. Hello?
I've been waiting for you.
Who are you?
I am Lilera, and you are Brasidas. General, conqueror, hero.
Hades sent me to find you.
So you finally come to reunite me with my love. Charon carried us along the river, but we got separated. Bring my love to me, and I'll tell you all I know.
Where must I go?
Between the sulphuric pools and the village of the condemned, there is a cave. My love lies within.
This task is mine. I will go.
Okay, fair enough. So, what exactly are you doing here? I mean, except hanging from a tree. And why is that?
So, been here long?
I'll tell you all, if Brasidas succeeds.
What do you mean, if?
The weight of the past can be a much heavier burden to carry than we realize.
You're being very cryptic.
I should go find him. He might need my help.
I guess so. Find Brasidas in the cave, in the cradle of the underworld. Okay, that's actually quite the distance away. Alright, apparently that's it.
This must be the place.
Find Brasidas. Looks pretty safe so far. But judging from the bones, it's probably not. But at least I'm not seeing any enemies. Oh, when did he go through the veil? Maybe before I go through there, I'm going to check out this area over here. I mean, he's dead, so I guess he could actually go through the veil. No, I think that's him right here. What are you doing?
There you are. What's wrong? What is this place?
The cradle of the underworld. Little ones who die too soon are kept here. The dead cannot enter.
The dead can't enter, eh? Well, let's see about the living.
Okay. So, is Lyra's love a child? Huh. Let's find out. Okay, apparently this area is restricted, so there might be enemies around after all. Yep, there's definitely enemies around. So I guess I will have to lure you over here, maybe? Alright. You are out of commission. And I see another guard over here. But not looking in my direction. Oh wow, you actually survived that. In that case, I will have to use an overpower to finish you off. Okay. Let's keep going. And even more enemies. I just wish I knew where exactly I had to go. Oh, there's one over there as well. This is a surprisingly large area. I like that opening over here. Is there a way to get there without being seen? I think no one's actually looking this way. So, let's continue this way. Oh yeah, I'm hearing
Where is that crying coming from?
babies. So I feel I'm on the right path here. Okay. Because now I'm not hearing anything anymore. Let's try to get over here. I feel that a light at the end of this tunnel is promising. Oh, I totally didn't see this guy. That could have been problematic if he had actually seen that. Okay. Let's continue.
So much death in these urns. It's a graveyard.
Well, what did you expect? It's the underworld. Huh, okay. So, this is what we're looking for. It's very, very small.
Baby's urn. Her love was her child.
Urn of the Unborn. Okay, so they're basically babies who died before they were even born. And they end up here for some reason. Okay. Well, I guess I have what I need. So, back to Lilira and Brasidas it is. Of course I wonder what she has to tell me now. She was being very cryptic about that. Oh, well, suddenly they actually see me up here. Oh, what the hell is going on? That was weird. Oh, there's like one of these orbs. Huh. Okay. The orb's attacking me. Well, that is rather unpleasant. I guess I'm just going to make a quick escape. I'm almost at the exit, so I can just ignore everyone else. Alright. And we made it. You need to be anonymous, okay. So I have to wait for them to stop looking for me. Come on. I feel I'm far enough away that you can make me anonymous now. Okay, I think now it should work. There we go. Oh, and suddenly we have guards here as well. I am not sure if that's because I got detected and they basically followed me through the door outside, or if they're just scripted to appear here. Alright, can see some ghost enemies over there, but they're like behind the veil, are they not? So I hope they won't actually come here. Anyway, return the child's remains to Lilira. Let's do it. But let's be careful about the enemies over here. Oh, well.
Brasidas! What did you find? After! We need to get out of this cave first! Just like old times, eh, Brasidas?
Just like old times. Nope, don't do whatever you're trying to do here. Alright. Do you need any help with this guy? Let me give you a hand. Okay, I think these actually may have been scripted to appear here, just based on the dialogue that Cassandra and Brasidas just had. So, now let's get out of here. Yep, there's even more.
Victory is close.
Yep, let's hope so. Although I'm not really sure what any of this has to do with getting you into Elysium. So, you'll find out about that later, hopefully. And again, let me give you a hand. Okay. I can see daylight. Oh, what counts as daylight in the underworld.
And what did you find?
Ashes. Her love was her baby. Why would Hades have you return the ashes of a woman's child?
I don't know.
I mean, it's probably not your child if you don't remember the woman. But okay, let's return to the hanged woman and let's see what this is all about. Oh, what's going on here?
What did you do to him?
The past was too much for him to
Okay.
bear.
Brasidas, talk to me.
I can't.
Well, tell me what happened or else. You've suffered enough. Well, I guess so.
Please. I know you've suffered. Still suffer. Tell me what happened and we'll leave you alone.
We were a quiet village before the Spartans came. My husband was no warrior.
He looked Athenian.
Our land was occupied by Athens. Our men were trained, supplied with armor and weapons in case of invasion. We never thought that they would come. When the battle was over, Spartans flooded the village, drunk on victory and blood. They torched our homes.
Your husband attacked me in the street.
He was protecting his people, his family. But Brasidas butchered my husband. And when I tried to protect him, he tossed me aside. My love didn't survive the fall.
Oh, I see.
No.
And so we named him Brasidas the Butcher. He massacred my people and took everything from me. I found my husband's sword and ended the pain.
Is this true?
I don't know what happened.
Well, I think we may have found the problem though here, Brasidas. Spartan honor was responsible, war was responsible, you Brasidas were responsible. This is interesting. I mean, this one, war was responsible. Yeah, obviously. I mean, if there hadn't been war, he wouldn't have done it. And he probably didn't start the war. But it's still kind of a lame excuse, is it not? I mean, you still have agency. So, I'm not sure if I want to pick that one. Spartan honor was responsible. I mean, this one is interesting because the first question we should ask is, when he was doing that, was he like upholding Spartan honor, or was he violating it? And I think you can make a good argument for the first, because, I mean, the Spartans were not exactly famous for being very merciful with enemies or people they consider to be weak, so I guess that was completely in line with Spartan tradition and so on. I mean, Brasidas seems to feel bad about it, but honestly I don't think that, what happened there would really fall on a lot of criticism back in Sparta, so he was definitely acting along to Spartan tradition, I would say. And I think that Cassandra has a very ambiguous and conflicted opinion about Spartan traditions and Spartan honor. I mean, on the one hand, she has a good reason to oppose them. After all, as she mentioned last episode, her father, Nikolaos, also acted out of, what he believed was Spartan tradition and Spartan honor when he threw his 2 children off a mountain. So, obviously, she is kind of critical of that. But on the other hand, I feel that she hasn't completely let go of it. I mean, it's what she grew up with, so it's not easy to shake it. Her mother still seems to be holding on to Spartan traditions quite closely. Her great idol, Leonidas, is, well, you could say like the paragon of Spartan honor, and she seems to admire him a lot. So I think she can kind of relate to that. On the one hand, she is critical of these values, but on the other hand, she can't completely let them go, so she can understand how they would, influence Brasidas in that situation. So I kind of like that option because of that. Of course, you might also argue that, Leonidas obviously made it to Elysium, so just having Spartan honor and living by Spartan traditions apparently is not a reason to end up in Hades. So it is probably a little bit more than just that. And in the end, war or Spartan honor or whatever doesn't absolve you of personal responsibility. So this one is kind of true as well. But yeah, I don't know. They're all kind of true in, different amounts. But I like this one the best because I think Cassandra can relate to it pretty well.
Sparta hands weapons to children and tells them to hold your shield is to hold up Sparta.
The same Spartan honor destroyed my family.
Obviously.
Come, Brasidas. Let's leave this woman alone.
Honor the gods. Honor Sparta. Keep your oaths, and Elysium is yours. I made an oath to protect the innocent, and I broke it.
Still feel you deserve to walk the fields of paradise, Butcher?
Don't call him that.
Why not? That woman's entire village does. What's left of it, anyways. You Spartans really know how to torch a village.
Well,
You never answered my question. Say the word, and Elysium is yours.
Help me, Cassandra. I don't know what to do.
I mean, you belong in Elysium, you should stay in the underworld. Oh, no, don't put this on me. This should be your decision. Well, I guess, I will have to give my opinion on this, one way or the other. I don't know. I mean, Hades seems to think that he belongs in the underworld, and I will say this, he's probably not completely wrong about that, because I'm guessing that there's a lot of people here in Hades that went here for a lot less than what Brasidas did. It is my understanding of the ancient Greek belief of afterlife that Hades was kind of the default. Pretty much everyone went there. So you didn't have to be like exceptionally bad or a criminal or whatever. But just like a normal person would also go to Hades. So it's more like you had to be exceptional to be admitted into Elysium or be a favorite of the gods or something like that. So the question is probably not, is what he did bad enough that he deserves the underworld, but, why would he deserve Elysium? What did he do? He was, a war hero, whatever. Is that enough to go into Elysium? But on the other hand, I'm not really sure if that is like the criteria that is applied in, the context of the game. And that's kind of the problem. How is Cassandra supposed to judge whether Brasidas deserves Elysium when she doesn't really know the criteria for, entering Elysium? We can only judge it based on the people we actually met in Elysium and in Hades. And honestly, there is not a lot of consistency in that regard. So in Elysium we met Leonidas, okay, so a war hero, maybe the most famous Spartan of all time. So clearly Spartan honor alone is not the problem, and whatever Leonidas did to deserve Elysium, it certainly made up for all the people he killed. So apparently that's definitely possible. And then we have Phoebe, who apparently originally went to Elysium and then only came to Hades afterwards. And that's an entirely different thing. I mean, as much as we like Phoebe and think that she's brave and all of that, in the end she was only a girl that never really did anything too remarkable in her life. And she died running errands for a person who turned out to be the leader of a cult. So she certainly didn't go to Elysium for her accomplishments. You might argue she was admitted to Elysium because of her innocence and because she died so early and she was, just a girl. But then again, why are all the unborn children here in Hades? I mean, did they not deserve to go to Elysium based on their innocence? So again, not a lot of consistency here. And don't even get me started about all the great mythological heroes that apparently ended up in Hades. I mean, I guess we can make an argument for Agamemnon. I mean, the swordfish, I think, actually mentioned that. He killed his daughter to win the war. So, okay, fair play for Agamemnon. But what about Heracles? He's a son of Zeus and he's in Hades. And Achilles, I mean, the note that we found seemed to imply that he was sent to Hades because Apollo didn't like him. So, again, I'm not sure if there's really any objective criteria on who gets to go to Elysium and who has to stay in Hades. And obviously, if, the gods are not objective with that, why should Cassandra be objective? And objectively, Cassandra is not objective because, she's Brasidas' friend, so she has a bias. And as we've seen before, Cassandra can certainly act on her bias, like, with her cultist brother that she didn't kill and instead tried again and again to save, which she obviously didn't do for any of the other cultists. So I find it kind of hard to believe that Cassandra would tell him to stay in the underworld. She would probably say, the gods, they're playing their games, but this one is offering you a place in Elysium, so you should just take it if you want. I mean, when they can just pick whoever, they want for Elysium or Hades, then why shouldn't you just accept this offer? I don't think there's any real, obvious, objective criteria for that. And, that doesn't mean that she necessarily condones or excuses what he's done. As a matter of fact, you might argue that judging him for that and telling him he needs to stay in the underworld because of that would be slightly hypocritical because, Cassandra kills a lot of people herself, right? To be fair, I kill a lot less people due to my playstyle than you normally would in this game, but the game doesn't really acknowledge that, and even with that playstyle, it's still a lot of people, and it's easy to say that, well, most of them deserved it. I mean, there are certainly quite a few, like, normal soldiers, and the only crime probably was to, I don't know, guard a warehouse that Cassandra needed to infiltrate. And who knows, maybe one of them had like a pregnant wife, and when she heard about the news of her husband's death, she killed herself, or she miscarried, or whatever. So, yeah, I think telling Brasidas that you did a bad thing, so you need to stay here in the underworld, would be kinda hypocritical. So I think she's going with Elysium because, you know, I don't think that the gods have objective criteria, so I'm not going to be objective about this either. Yeah, let's pick this one.
Brasidas, you were a friend like no other. You lived and died with honor to the gods and to Sparta. And you kept all your oaths to me. If anyone deserves to walk the fields of Elysium, it's you.
I want to stay. I don't belong in Elysium.
Oh,
It is for the honorable.
interesting.
But after everything that's happened, you've made me realize I've lost my honor. I've lost my place in paradise.
Is this your final decision? Excellent. And I have just the task for you. The cradle is now open to you, Brasidas. You will spend eternity reuniting families separated by war. Do you accept this fate?
I do.
Interesting.
Now, say goodbye.
Thank you for everything you've done for this old warrior. Thank you for being a friend.
Goodbye, Brasidas. It was good to see you.
Indeed. Indeed. I mean, I would have been happy for him to go to Elysium, but I can respect his decision. If he wants to stay here to make penance, I think he should do that.
You knew he would stay all along, didn't you?
I had a feeling. Want to know a fate worse than death? An eternity without toys.
So you think he might get bored in Elysium? Good point.
There's nothing more predictable than an honorable Spartan.
Well, Hades won another bet, apparently. Okay, so he decided to stay here after all. Alright, alright. I can live with that. I think if he feels better doing some apparently honorable tasks here in Hades, then he should be doing that. And like I said, usually going to Hades was what awaited most people according to the beliefs of the ancient Greeks, so I guess his hope to go to Elysium was misplaced anyway. But we have some time left in this episode, so yeah, how about we check out the final side quest over here, Death Before Dishonor. I think that's the one that Sharon had for us, so yeah, let's check it out.
All right, Haran. I'm ready to hear about your lost souls.
Oh, them. Not everyone in the underworld belongs here. These souls are lost. Their true resting place deserves to be found.
Okay, so why are they lost?
You're the ferryman. You tell them where to go.
That's not in my job description. Every soul arrives lost with unfinished business. Some are just more sympathetic than others.
So I wonder, what was in your job description when you took that job? Something like permanent employment, no payment, but the tips are really good? I have no idea. But yeah, tell me more about these souls.
Who are these souls you want me to help?
Most die, and I'll give them proper funeral rites, but some aren't so lucky.
And the unlucky ones become lost.
Oh yes, they are left to wander eternity unaccepting of their fates.
Okay, so I have to help you with that. I'm sure I can do that.
I'll help you, ferryman. But where should I start?
There's a soldier, an Athenian. He wished to die an honorable death in battle, but as he charged towards the enemy, he slipped in the dirt and fell.
Sounds like quite the warrior.
He needs a glorious death to pass on to Elysium, but he cannot go to war without his weapon and armor. One is located in the restless necropolis, and the other is in the hands of the champion known as Swordfish.
Swordfish. Of course he'd be here. I'll return the soldier's equipment and help him claim the death he seeks.
Okay, well, there we go. The soldier's courage lies in the restless necropolis in the southwestern area of the Chasm of Torment. These names are all so great. Okay, the Chasm of Torment is over here. The restless necropolis. Okay, we have a viewpoint right next to it. And yeah, swordfish, I mean, we already killed that one, right? So that part already is done.
This looks like the place.
It is the place. Let's go down here and let's check it out. All right. Here we go. Oh, it's like giant skull of an, well, not quite an elephant. An elephant-like creature on top. Okay, maybe before I go inside here, let's send out Icarus and let's see if we have any enemies. Well, we have cobras, at least. Oh, and yep, there's some ghostly enemies. Probably more around this rift over here, huh? Yeah, but I mean, I may not have to seal them. Might be enough to just find the armor and get out of here.
Necropolis. Sounds fun.
Yep, especially if there's snakes inside. Okay. Do I have to jump down here? Probably. And I see trapdoors and maybe I should just kill the snakes or they will just keep bothering me. I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction here. Oh, there's certainly some enemies in that direction, so I might not be in the right spot here. Yeah, maybe it's actually on the higher level after all. The question is, yeah, I think I can't go through here because I have to move these boxes from the other side. Yep, it's going to be another one of these box puzzles. I mean, it looks like this actually might be the only way to go, so let's see where this leads us. Oh, there's a giant skull at the end of this hallway. charming. Right, let's enter the rift so we can actually assassinate these enemies. There we go. And now let's take care of this one. Oh, there's more than one. But I think once I assassinate this one, I can easily take down the second one. There we go. And well, loot the treasure. But my destination is pretty far away now. And I feel I'm not getting much closer. Oh, well, actually I might. Alright. Here we are. Let me take care of all these annoying snakes. And now give me that armor.
This armor doesn't look like much. I've got the Athenian sword and armor. Now I just have to return them to him.
Six Senses sword. That is an odd name. But yeah, let's see if I find a faster way out of here. You have to go all the way here. And you maybe too. And now hopefully I can... No.
Something's blocking this.
But I should be able to pull this one out of the way. Okay, here we go. Okay, we found the armor. Let's get out of here and let's return it.
The smell of battle is always the same.
I'm clumsy. Just clumsy.
Well, fret not. I have an armor of courage for you.
A fellow warrior. Did death find you on the battlefield like it did me?
Actually, no. I am not dead.
Death hasn't found me yet.
I died pathetically on my knees in the dirt. That's why I'm trapped here.
I'll give you the glorious death you seek.
I can't fight you unarmed. There's no honor in that.
Lucky for you, I have your armor and weapon here.
Alright, so am I supposed to fight you now and give you the glorious death?
It feels different.
You'll get the hang of it.
It looks like a normal Athenian armor.
I joined the war to protect my home from the siege of Sparta. Tell me, did we save glorious Athens and its people?
Well, I mean, the Spartans didn't take the city. At least until now. I mean, they will eventually defeat Athens, but Athens will, you know, rise again and continue to thrive and even exist today. Athens is safe and sound. Athens was ravaged by a plague. Yeah, but I mean, the plague is over and Athens is still standing. So I feel this is not completely a lie. It's marked as a lie, but it's not wrong per se. And I mean, he feels guilty because he died a clumsy death and couldn't protect Athens against the Spartans, right? Okay, but even if he hadn't died, he would not have been able to protect Athens against the plague. So I feel this is kind of besides the point, and he couldn't have done anything to change that anyway. So in regards to the Spartans, Athens is safe and sound.
Athens is safe. Your army defeated Sparta at the gates of the city.
You have brought me comfort. Now, bring me peace.
Don't go easy on me, Athenian.
And yeah, I guess it might be a good thing not to burden a troubled soul with more bad news. Plus, like I said, I feel it wasn't. Alright, lost Athenian. I guess I'm going to fight you now. Do you wanna come over here to me? Or do I have to come to you? Well, are you not trying to fight me? Come on, you want an honorable fight. I'm even delaying my hero strike, so I won't kill you in like one hit. Alright, now we can do this. Okay. Oh, look at you. Doing dodges and all of that. Unblockable attacks. Well, you're actually not all that terrible. So I'll give you a bit of a fight before I hero strike you down. Alright. I think now I gotta bring out the bigger guns. Oh, he actually survived that. So I think you definitely deserve an honorable death now. And there we go. I hope you're happy now. Okay, quest completed. Death before dishonor. That was a quick one. The question is this all I had to do for this? It actually looks like it. Oh no, it continues. A cursed sickness. Okay, so I need to talk to Sharon again. But yeah, I guess that can wait until the next episode, so let's make a cut here. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.